process to starting a live stream is a little bit different from what I was used to. So anyway, welcome to the live stream, everybody. I'm going back to school. It's so exciting. I've been so busy on the back end of everything, trying to prep everything and get everything together for this change. And so I haven't had time to edit any videos or do anything like that. And I've just been like, this is it. I'm putting all my energy into this and I'm going to set this up. And so I think I've got all my ducks in a row. I've got to take a math equivalency test this week because I don't have grade 11 math and I need that for this. So I've got to do an equivalency test, and I've been spending the last day and a half just studying everything I can just to try and get up to speed on math grade 11 and beyond, which is what I need to do for this test. Hey Beth, good to see you in here. Yep. So this is just a quick update, by the way, guys. I'm just coming in here for probably about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to be dropping off because I'm going to be cooking breakfast for myself and my cousin Steven and some others, and then I've got to go back to studying for math. But yeah, I'm going to pull this up on my laptop here, and which I got right back here, and then I've got to go, yeah, I'll get this going on here, and then I'm going to whip up a cup of coffee here just to, it's time for a coffee. I was at the gym this morning. I did a nice workout, and then had a chat with my mom afterwards, and then I was like, I better do a live, because if I don't, it's going to be at least a week before I can do anything and say hi to you guys. Hi Craig, good to see you. So yeah, a couple things here. I'll pull this up on my computer so I can see the chat better, and then I'm gonna start a cup of coffee because I want another cup. I haven't had a cup of coffee yet today. That's right, this will be my first cup, which is great. Let's see, YouTube. I'm looking at my computer screen. If you're wondering what I'm staring at, I'm just setting this up on here so that I can pull up the chat. There we go. Let's go back and where can I find this chat? Why is it not showing up? Here we go. Got it. Okay. So anyway, yeah guys, I'm gonna go back to school. I need to make some real money again, and YouTube is not cutting it. It hasn't been cutting it for the last year and a half, and I've been trying to make it work, and I know I haven't put a ton of time into it as well, but I was just like, it's gotten to this stage where I'm just like, I kind of have to sidestep here and secure some basic income so that I can carry on with life and work towards bigger and better things. So that's part of the decision that came from quite a long time ago. And it was just something that was coming, and it became really, really clear to me to make this decision once I finished my Vipassana meditation. So I was just like clear as day. I was like, yeah, I gotta do this. One Aussie Adventures, holy smokes, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Oh hey, I made a live stream. You look really alive and excited about it. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm definitely excited about this change of direction that I'm going to be going in. So basically, I start school on Monday. I start school tomorrow, and it's going to be 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it goes from now till about June 13th, thereabouts. And I've got a conditional, I've got to pass a math test next week in order to secure myself for this whole semester, because I'm doing a equivalency test back when I graduated high school, I only graduated with grade 10 math, which was all I needed in Ontario at the time. And so now I'm doing my grade 11 equivalency. Kim, thank you so much. Holy smokes. Woo! Tim Hortons. I might be putting that towards something else, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be putting that towards coffee at school or something like that. But yeah, I really appreciate that, you guys. One Aussie Adventures and Kim Jones, thanks so much. You know, those are the first super chats I've received in quite a long time. So I take that as a good omen that I'm on the right track. So yeah, I'm doing, I've got to do a grade 11 math equivalency. And so I kind of got a sample test the other day, and I opened it up and I looked at it and I was like, okay, yeah, no worries. And then I got into it and then I was like, oh shit, this is, you know, it was like started to do fractional math where you're, you know, multiplying, dividing, subtracting, and adding all these different fractions and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, I don't remember the fundamentals of doing this sort of thing. And I can use a calculator for all this sort of stuff, but I really want to know how to do it all longhand again. So I've been working with a tutor to basically retrain myself into all the different math stuff. And we're pretty much right up to algebra at this point in time. And so just getting reacquainted with that. And we're going to go through that today, as well as geometry, which geometry I found was always pretty easy, but we got to go through that today too. And then I got a math test on this week. And so if I pass the math test, then I've got my secured position in this course. I am doing a bunch of marine stuff, by the way. So I mentioned it a while ago that I wanted to get a job with the Coast Guard. That's still something that I want to do. It's a very attractive job to me, and I like that whole scene. It's a very professional work environment, and there's a lot of really cool activities that those guys are doing out in the ocean that are attractive. And of course, I've fallen in love with the ocean since being out on the West Coast. And so it kind of goes hand in hand. And if I do get the job that I want to get with that, and I'm just going to, you know, basically decided like that's what I'm going to focus on. So success is kind of, it's kind of like deterministic when I've got my mindset on something like that. It's like, it's going to happen anyway. So there's a job there that's working on ships where it's a month on and a month off. And that's the shift that it is. And so when you're on a month of work, full-time work, 12 hours a day for 30 days while at sea, and then that'll be the job. And then when I have the month off, this schedule works really well for me, by the way, is because then I can continue to work on my YouTube and create some other videos that I can probably maybe find time to edit while I'm out on the ships as well. It'll be, I don't know how all that stuff's going to work. It's like there's going to be areas where there will be cell or not cell service, but internet connection, depending on how close to the coast you would be on one of those ships. And there'll be other times where you won't be. But that schedule is nice because it gives me the flexibility of having quite a bit of time in those month-off periods to work on furthering my education, as well as furthering the development of anything that I care to develop. I do want to continue to develop YouTube, but I want to develop in potentially a different direction than I have been putting energy into it for. And I came along, like I realized a lot of this stuff when I did my meditation, that I was just like, okay, there's a lot that I feel like I want to change and update and grow and make better and all that sort of thing. And guys, I don't know what a lot of this stuff looks like. It's just, these are just ideas and stuff at this point. The other nice thing about having a shift like that or a job like that is I can use one of those months off to then go and see my daughter, and then know that financially I'm kind of like not worried. I've got the money, you know, to go and do that, and the time to go and do that. And so that's a highly attractive thing for me as well, as just being able to cruise off and go do that sort of thing. It also gives me flexibility to go and do part-time employment somewhere else for those off periods as well. So I could easily say get a job in a different marine environment in a different place in the world, because I'll have all the skills for that, and then I'll be able to go over there and say do similar things to what I would be doing working for the Coast Guard or something like that, and then be in a totally different part of the world at the same time. Maybe get to go do some spearfishing and make some cool videos of some like really neat new places and that sort of stuff. I'm still gonna spearfish, I'm still gonna hunt and fish and all that sort of thing. It's a part of who I am, and I intend to make videos and share that sort of stuff. Although I want to make videos as well that are kind of more meaningful than just come along with you sort of video. Those are fun, but you know, I want to do some other stuff as well. And whether that's going to be on a different channel or something, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going back to school, and I'm really excited about it. And it's going to be great. It's going to be really good. So that being said, I'm not going to have as much time to make videos and edit what I do have. There was a behind the scenes video that I made a while ago, and there's going to be like part 2, 3, 4, 5 to that video. I'm not sure that I'm really going to spend the time to edit that out. I know you guys wanted to see the other sides of that. There's probably some highlights in those videos that I might try to storyboard into some sort of update video, or some sort of video of like, this is what I've been up to this whole summer, and kind of do something like that with it, where it doesn't take as much energy and time input on me, because I'm not going to have as much time to put into this sort of thing. I've also got a sponsored video that I got to edit and put out, and then I've got a couple other offers in my inbox. I haven't even checked on them yet, but DJI emailed me and EcoFlow emailed me, and I've worked with those two guys in the past, and I haven't even opened up those emails yet. I got them probably about 4 days ago, but I might consider doing a sponsored video with one of those guys. The only thing, like, the nice thing about it is potentially I could make some money, which is great while I'm going through school. This would be amazing. But it's those videos are super big projects, and I'd have to only do it if they're paying me like reasonably, like a reasonable paycheck. Otherwise, I don't want to have anything to do with doing any sort of product promo stuff on the channel. Like I need to get paid for that sort of stuff, or it's not happening at all. But that's, and then also if I put my energy into doing a video that's a sponsored video, well, then you guys aren't getting a regular video. You're just getting basically a commercial that a lot of time and energy went into, and there's a part of me that doesn't really want to be necessarily putting that out there during this period of time that I'm going to be doing this. But I might be able to do more of this kind of thing and do live streams while I'm going through it, which keeps it a little bit more personal, I suppose, as we're kind of going through this phase of my life, I guess. So that's it. So yeah, I was just like, I was kind of panicking quite a bit before my Vipassana meditation, and I want to do a follow-up video of that too, guys, and do the explanation as to what my experience was actually like there. So I was hoping to have time for that this weekend, but there's just not, and I might do that next weekend, although I might also go diving next weekend, just because I haven't been in the water in a long time and I really want to do something for myself, and kind of celebrate this new change, but we'll see. In any case, turn my fan on. It's a little steamy in here with the coffee, and I got the windows closed, so yeah, there's a lot of different things I could do, but the main thing is I'm just going to be focusing on the school, continuing. This is something I started doing is after the meditation course that I went on for 10 days, it was recommended afterwards to continue to meditate an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening. And except for probably 3 times since then, where I've had a slightly shorter than an hour long meditation, I've kept that consistency up since then. And I found that it's been really helpful. It's been interesting to meditate in my van, like sitting here you know, with the curtains up in the morning or at nighttime, and having cars go by and just having all the chatter, the mental chatter that's there, which is much more prominent now that I'm no longer in that environment. So the meditation, the quality of meditation's changed slightly, but it's still quite beneficial. And so I'm going to keep that up while I'm going through school. I find it's just very, 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 it's been very good for me. So a lot more clear with, you know, just mental clarity and having a clear sense of direction and all that sort of thing. So that's been really great. And yeah, so I'm going to be keeping that up while I'm in school as well. So my days are going to get quite structured. I'm going to get up probably about 6 in the morning, do my meditation, and then make my way to school, do maybe if I have time. I think they have a gym there, so I might do like a little exercise on a treadmill or something, or go for a run outside or something like that, or like a swift walk. I don't really run. I'm still a little bit too heavy to actually run. But I'm shedding some of that weight, which is really good too. So I'm going to continue to work on my fitness and health and all this stuff through this period as well. Guys, this is so good. I'm so glad I get to share this with you. This is really great. I know it's going to mean slightly less like video time, and there hasn't been a lot of videos on the channel because of I've just been investing my time and energy into stuff that's been outside of YouTube, and part of it has to do with this. I've been job hunting. I updated my resume. Been doing all of that sort of thing. Kind of put the brakes on that because I'm going to be going into school now for the next four months. Like I'll be done this by mid-June. But once I come out of it, I'll be certified in all these different qualifications for working in a marine environment. I'm going to learn how to drive boats, big ships, how to chart courses, you know, navigate through rough seas, Canadian waters, all that sort of thing. And all this stuff is going to be stuff that I'll be able to transfer to anywhere in the world. So the certifications on these courses are recognized globally, and there's kind of this organization, I think it's called STCW, where they're kind of like internationally recognized courses. So no matter where you work in the world, you kind of need the same training and all that sort of stuff. So this is a good investment for sure. But yeah, guys, I'd love to hear what you would like me to try to, you know, what you might want to see. I'm just gonna shift back onto my couch here. What you might want to see while I'm doing this in terms of videos. And then maybe I might be able to put a little bit more time towards that. I'm not going to have much time, but maybe I might be able to invest a little bit of time to follow through with some of that stuff. But, you know, we'll totally see. So, life on the streets. Hey, buddy, good to see you in here. Vision the finish line and imagine how you're going to feel when you accomplish the goal and feel the attitude of it. Yeah, 100%. I kind of, like, I already feel like it's a done deal anyway, so I'm pretty sure I got the right attitude for it at this point. I'm so grateful that all this has come together, and I'm very excited about going forward with all this stuff. So yeah, yeah, it'll be amazing. Yeah, funding, Northwest Coast, you're talking about funding might be available at Work BC. I do have a bit of funding for some of this stuff. I've got, you know, obviously, like, some of it definitely costs money. You gotta invest into your future and stuff, but yeah, I've been kind of kind of poking around, looking at like what kind of options are available and that sort of stuff for that sort of thing. So that's been good. A beach, she's not in the comments right now, but she sent me an email a while ago with a bunch of links to a bunch of different opportunities related to that sort of stuff. So that's been useful as well. It was really kind of her to kind of take her time out of her day to kind of put that together for me. So that was really nice. I really appreciate that. A beach, thank you. Alana, I just thank you so much for that email and the kind thoughts around that. Yeah. So, yeah, it was starting kind of a new chapter. So yeah, getting back to the videos though, I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna kind of catch things up because I've got quite a bit of footage that I could share. I've got a great spearfishing video that I could edit, which some of you guys might like to see that. It was the last day of lingcod season last year, which was, I think it was September or something like. No, it wasn't September. It was like, when was it? Anyway, whatever the last day of lingcod season was, that was. I got a video about that, and I got a really nice lingcod that day. So I could put that video out. And oh, hang on, I gotta answer this. Okay, we're gonna be wrapping this live stream up here pretty quickly. I've got to go cook breakfast, so. Yeah, anyway, I've got that video to come out, and then I really want to share my deeper personal experience of my Vipassana meditation. And then there's a bunch of other diving trips and other stuff like that. I might just use that as like B-roll footage for other videos and not necessarily make videos for them because while I had some good times out there, I don't know. It's kind of like these days I think quite a bit more about the time investment that's going into a video and what the general outcome is going to be. I know some of you guys, it's just like, you know, it's fun to watch, and I watch vlogs as well, and so it's fun to keep up to tabs. And then sometimes all of a sudden those channels just slow down and then they stop, and I definitely think that's a thing. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot. There's a part of me, to be honest, that just would kind of like to just do an announcement and say, guys, I'm just gonna peace out for the next year or something and not make any videos. And if I were to do that, I would make an announcement about it. I'm not planning on doing it, but I'm going to be slowing down quite a bit through this period, and I'm already pretty slow as it is, so I'm just kind of try to keep things going a little bit, but part of me does want to go into full ghost mode and just kind of go and focus 100% on myself and go to school, continue to work on that, work on the meditation, work on my health and fitness and all that stuff, and just focus on that development so that I can get myself in a really, really solid position in life. And I need to do that. I absolutely need to do that, and I recognize that. So there's whether I can do that by maintaining a connection with the channel and you guys, I think is still a possibility. So that's why I'm leaving this option open right now. But there was a part of me also thinking like I could just, you know, walk away from it for a year or so, and then, you know, I might come back to a shell of a channel, and you know, I don't. We build these relationships, although they're very much. I'm gonna try to wrap this up because I really want to wrap this up in 5 minutes. But I'll say these relationships that we make like this are kind of unusual because you know me through watching my channels, but I hardly know any of you guys, and I know you through the chats and through the comments, and I get to read some of that stuff, but I don't know who you are. Some of you I get to see you on the street and meet you and that sort of thing, but yeah, it's kind of like a one-way thing, but there's still a connection that goes on there. And there's an interesting thing that this does to my brain by putting myself out here on social media. I've been thinking about this an awful lot lately, but I think you know, I listen to a lot of and I watch a lot of long form podcasts and talks and stuff on YouTube. That's probably my biggest form of content that I consume. And there's, you know, I think about my channel and I go, well, my channel's not like that. I do a lot of like hiking and fishing and diving and all this sort of stuff, and there's almost a narcissistic quality to that. And I know I'm not narcissistic. At least I don't believe that I am. I think I'm, although I really can't self-diagnose in this department anyway, but there can be a narcissistic component to that sort of social media where it's like, hey, look at me and I'm doing this great thing. And I think some of my stuff has definitely come across that way, and it hasn't been my intention. There's times when I just don't even engage with you guys in the comments because I just need to have some time out, and I feel like I don't want to have these positive reward things happening, these positive reward loops. So earlier on when I started making YouTube videos, I put one out and then I got all these views and I got all these comments and all these hearts, and I was just like, oh my god, this feels so good. And then I would make another video and I would be kind of craving to see those comments again and the likes and the thumbs up and all that sort of stuff. And I quickly realized an unusual behavior pattern with that, and I've been looking at it carefully ever since the beginning, and I look at it quite carefully even now. And so there's times when I make a video and I'm proud of it, and then I just drop it and put it out there, and then I'm not gonna go look at the comments. I don't want the positive feedback. I just don't want to I don't want to sort of like trick my brain into thinking that I need this sort of thing. So I'm not really explaining it super well, guys. This is definitely like opening up a can of worms right before I gotta say goodbye, because I literally gotta go cook breakfast. But you can pester me about this again later on. It's a subject that I could even just make a whole video on. It's something that I think about quite a bit. But yeah, mental health, like brain health and all that stuff, has been really important to me in the last little bit. And that meditation was very, very, very good. If you guys ever get a chance to do a 10-day Vipassana meditation like what I just did, I highly recommend them. It's universal, doesn't matter what your background is, you can go and take it and do it. And you're not like, there's nothing dogmatic or sectarian about it. It's just all you're doing is focusing on sensation on your body, but it really does some amazing things for your for yourself and for your mind, which is super important. So even though I don't know you all very well, lots of love to you guys. I know we all are swirling around this cosmic universe together in this really interesting, beautiful planet, and it's cool to be able to connect this way anyway. So much love, take care of yourselves, fight the good fight, stay strong, stay healthy, stay happy, and we'll talk to you all soon. That's the update. I'm going back to school. Much love, everybody. Bye for now. Gotta go cook breakfast. Talk soon, guys. And Kim, thank you so much. You guys in One Aussie Adventures, thanks for the super chats. Very appreciate that very, very, very much. Take care, guys.